This is continuing on with the replay of Smolensk OCS game, Barbarossa derailed. We're still in July, and this first picture is showing Vitebsk as it's occupied now by German forces. You can see the 10th Motorized and the 7th Panzer Divisions are firmly in place, and now even a squadron of Bf-109s have moved in there to exert a patrol zone. Also, you'll notice the Soviet 126th Infantry Division is cut off from supply. It probably doesn't need to be attacked because what will happen to it is with that one action rating, it's going to be lost to attrition, desertion, and things like that. This next picture, number 37, is showing Vitebsk a little bit later on, where it is now firmly in control because the Soviet forces got out of there and some of them just evaporated. So this is a very key first step for the Germans in this campaign. In our next picture, we're looking at Orsha, which is kind of in the middle western portion of the map. This is one of those key areas. As you can see, it's a hub. And here the 12th and 17th Panzer Divisions are coming in from the north. You have the 18th Panzer Division hitting it from the west. And the 29th Motorized has got the southwest flank covered, along with the 34th Infantry Division. You'll notice in the rear there, below the river, south of the river, I have a train busting marker, which I was able to lay down with some tactical aircraft. And that is going to affect the hex that marker's in and the 6 surrounding hexes. And any Soviet units that try to move through there this turn are going to be paying an extra movement points for each of those hexes that are affected. Also, you'll note the Soviet southern flank of Orsha is covered by the 18th Infantry Division, and it's an 11-1-1 unit. It's not very strong. So these are easy to make mincemeat of. Going on to the next picture, here we have Mogilev, I think. We have the 3rd and 4th Panzer Divisions that have led this attack. The 255th Infantry Division, the 31st Infantry Division, and the 10th Motorized are really trying to secure this area, which is just about ready to fall. You see that there's a MiG-3 squadron still in the city at that air base, and it's got that marker on it because I knocked it down with a fighter sweep so that it wouldn't really be able to interfere with my train busting mission, which you can see that I've set out there to prevent the Soviet units from getting into the 3rd Panzer. You'll also note that the SSR division is driving forward to that next village, and I've got that motorcycle battalion that is in the lead there. It's in combat mode. Even though it's a small unit, notice that 5 action rating. That's a formidable, thing to protect itself with. You'll notice that it's kind of up against the 148th and the 61st Divisions, but these units have, are very brittle. You'll also notice that in the lower left part of the map, along the railroad, I have the 1st Cav Division. This is not really being involved in attacks, but basically protecting the flank. This next picture, number 40, is showing progress east of Vitebsk. I've got the 18th Motorized Division coming in on that track, heading north from the northwest, heading east, and then the 19th Panzer is on the track in the center that is moving east to the defending Soviet 129th Division. You'll also see that there's the 19th headquarters hiding in there. I've got the 19th Panzer is driving in, and the 127 Battalion is in move mode, and it's come right up to that minor river. You'll also notice that I have the 20th German headquarters, the 20th Corps, has moved into Vitebsk. It's in move mode. That's why its ratings are low, and it's setting up, infrastructure for my advances east. This next picture, again, is showing the progress at Orsha, and I have the Germans in there that are pretty much ready to capture that air base. There's a squadron of I-153s that have been taken down, probably, I believe, by fighter sweeps. You'll notice I got a couple of assault guns, the 192 and the 226, to the west of the city. Look at those 5 action ratings on those units. They're great to lead attacks with. And you'll also notice that the German 34th Infantry Division is covering the southern flank along that double line railroad. And then I've got the 25th Infantry Regiment of the 12th Panzer is got the railroad going west, kind of heading toward Krasnov. This is showing the action to the east of Mogilev, and you can see that the Soviet 21st headquarters is threatened here along that railroad. The river line to the south is very solid with the 24th Infantry Division, the 151st Division, the 117th Division, and then the 55th Tank Division. But the Germans aren't really doing much here. They're covering this with the 1st Cav, but they're not attacking there. They're going right along this railroad. And you see the SSR is investing that village. The Soviet 4th Army headquarters is at Krychev, and I have a squadron of I-16s there along with some tactical bombers, and these are projecting a patrol zone. Remember, that can go out 10 hexes in any direction, so it will contribute to the flak value if I try to do any train busting or barrage missions. So this is the peak of the German advance in the northern part of the map, and we'll bring this video to a close. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.